Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Zach, and today we're going to talk about 8 reasons why you can't get ahead with your money. We're going to go in depth about these different reasons, how they may be impacting you, and what you just need to know in order to be able to yourself be more financially stable for the future. Reason number 1 that could be holding you back is that you're not paying yourself first. Pay yourself first. And so this means that we need to be setting aside money for the future into things like a savings account. And if you're able to save 10% of your income, then this is going to be something that is going to be able to drastically help you in the future. Reason number 2 that could be holding you back is what's called lifestyle creep, is when we have our finances have increased and so has our budgeting for expendable categories. What this means is that maybe you are making a lot more money than you were when you first initially made a budget, and now you're able to spend more, so you spend a lot more money, and so now you're saving just as little as you were before, or perhaps you're not saving at all, but you're making a lot more money. Reason number 3 that you may be falling behind is that you're investing in the stock market, but you're trying to time the market. And what I mean by that is timing the market is not something that most of us can do accurately, even most of the time. It's something that no one can time the market accurately every single time. And your best bet is just going to be invest in some ETFs, invest in some stocks and index funds, and then let your money rest. I talk about this in my video releasing this next week about how to invest with Robinhood and how to use their platform to very easily and efficiently invest in the stock market and invest in these ETFs. Now that's point number 3. Again, what we have so far is number 1 is pay yourself first. Make sure to put aside that money into a savings account so that you're ready for the future. Number 2 is beware of increasing your spending as you increase the amount of money that you make. That's very important to keep in mind. And last but not least, what we just mentioned is number 3, investing in the stock market. Stop trying to time the market. Just invest in the stock market long term. So invest in the stock market and hold. Just as Graham Stephan always says, invest in the stock market and hold. Hey guys, if you're getting value out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It really helps out the channel, and we're going on to our next point. Now, reason number 4 that you may not be able to get ahead financially is an emergency fund that's at least 3 to 6 months of expenses, and then you also want to be saving. So you want to be having both. But if you don't have an emergency fund yet, that's the first step. So you want to have that emergency fund, but most Americans do not have an emergency fund and are not prepared if something were to happen to them. Based off Bankrate.com, they do say that up to 28% of Americans do not have an emergency fund of any kind. So this is a big thing. This just shows that we're not really saving and preparing for the future. And this is more important now than ever, as things are uncertain today as they will be tomorrow. And so we need to be prepared for the future and have things set up so that we're able to be prepared and ready for what may come financially speaking. Reason number 5 that you may not be getting ahead is that you're keeping a balance on your credit cards. It is so important to be paying off your credit cards completely every single month. And then if you're not able to do this, then consider not using a credit card, because the interest that you'll have to pay on that credit card if you don't pay it off every single month is drastic. It can be anywhere between 15% to the upper 20%. And so if you're able to keep that paid off and not keep a balance on it, then that's you being able to save yourself from paying that huge percentage. Now, I would suggest paying off those high interest credit cards first, even before investing or saving a lot of money, because of the fact that if you're paying off 15 to 24% interest credit cards, then that's something that you're gaining a sure 15% by doing that, and you're saving yourself all of that money. And so make sure to pay that off right away. Reason number 6 is you may be sitting on too much money. For some of you out there, you may have a lot of money and you're just not sure what to do with it. There's multiple things that you can do with it, and I've talked about in my last video that I'll show right here is about high yield savings accounts and how you can start keeping your money, at least your emergency fund, in those accounts so that you're at least getting something back while that money's sitting. But if you have a lot of money sitting in an account and it's not your emergency fund, it's best to start using it for something. So consider investing in the stock market, learn some more about that, or consider investing in something that will be able to give you more value through your money. And so what this looks like is by having something that you could buy as an asset that allows you to get some money back. Things like the stock market and investing in dividends, for instance. That is going to be something you're able to take your money, invest in it, and then you can get some money back by doing so. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about investing in dividend stocks, so stay tuned for that. Reason number 7 that you may not be getting any ahead financially is that you're not tracking where your money is going. Sure, you generally know how much money is going out every month, and you know things like your auto payment or your insurance or your house payment or whatever the case may be, but you're not really actually tracking it. And you need to be honest about this. If this is something that is an issue, if this is something that you're not doing, you could be losing money each and every month just by not tracking where it's going, and all of a sudden you are down $200 and you're not really sure why. And so in my videos that I've mentioned before, and I'll link them up here, is talking about these different apps that you can use. Consider using an app like Personal Capital. In Personal Capital, you can link all of your bank accounts, your investments, your credit cards, everything that you have. You can have it all in one place so that you can easily track where all of your money is going. And then by doing so, you can tell your money where to go specifically. And this is where a budget comes into place. You need a budget. You need to know where your money's going. You need to tell it where it's going. And then you need to make sure that it gets where it's supposed to go. And so this is a crucial step that you can't forget when it comes to your money. And reason 8 why you're not getting ahead with your money is because of this simple fact. You have to be patient. You have to be patient. This is a process. Tracking your expenses, paying off debt. If you have any debt, pay that debt off. Pay it down as quickly as possible. Do the snowball method where you start with your highest interest credit cards or loans or whatever the case may be. Pay those down and then keep going down the line with all of your different debts. After doing this, add to your savings account, add to your investment accounts, and your emergency fund, these kinds of things. Prepare these things for yourself, and then in the long term, you're going to be prepared financially for an emergency. You're going to be prepared financially for times when things go on sale because the market may not be very good at the time, and then you're able to actually take the money that you set aside and you're able to actually invest and be able to be ready for what may come down the line. So these have been the 8 reasons why you may not be getting ahead financially, why you may feel like you're behind. Tell me what you think about them in the comments below. Tell me which one resonated the most with you. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Let's try to get this video to 25 likes. So be sure to check back with the channel next week, as we'll be releasing a video about investing with Robinhood. So be on the lookout for that, and I'll see you next time.